color change. These animals are known to be masters of camouflage and can change the color in just the blink of an eye. It is very easy and can happen very quickly for them. They have these very special cells all over their skin called chromatophores that are filled with color, filled with pigment, and depending upon how they are sort of flexing or relaxing their muscles, that allows them to be anywhere from completely white almost to those very dark, deep red and purplish colors that we see on our octopuses today. And it looks like Umi had no problem getting a hold and eating that squid today. She obviously was pretty hungry. And Velcro over there looks like she might be living up to her name. She's also got her squid, but is also sort of checking out that feeding stick as well. She's got an arm sort of moving up, using those suction cups to maneuver around the feeding stick. And there are a couple of things that could be happening when an octopus does that. They're very curious animals, so they naturally sort of, want to check out something new. Just like if you get a new toy or a new book or a new movie, you want to check it out, you want to explore. And they're going to do the same thing. They're going to see what's new and different in their environment. But the other thing that they're doing, which I think is pretty amazing, is they're not only using those suction cups to suction, to grab a hold, but those suction cups have got a little bit of a secret power going on. They're lined with what's called a chemoreceptor. And that's very similar to like a taste bud. So imagine if we were like an octopus, you would have taste buds all over your palms and all over the bottom of the feet, so you could taste the inside of your shoes and everything you touched all day long. Yeah. It would be interesting to say the least. But imagine as an octopus being able to sense your environment through touch. And that allows them to essentially taste that squid. They can taste the feeding stick. And in Umi's case, it's like she's going to be tasting some fillet coming up here. And I think Velcro on the other side has got the same thing. So another kind of food that these animals eat, both in the wild as well as here in the aquarium. So different kinds of fish. That happens to be a pollock, if you've ever heard of a pollock. Or you may have had it yourself if you've eaten something like a fish sandwich or fish sticks. A lot of times that fish is used to make those things. Different other foods that they get throughout the day would include shrimp, also maybe some Dungeness crab or some clams. So again, very opportunistic feeders that are going to take advantage of what happens to be available out there in the oceans. Whatever is plentiful, they'll be able to get a hold of, and how much they have access to will sort of dictate how big these animals can grow to sizes of almost 100 pounds. And I see one of Umi's arm there reaching up the feeding stick, and it looks like Velcro still kind of doing the same thing. Now once they get a hold of that food, it does disappear pretty quickly. We usually don't necessarily get a chance to see them eating, but as they are moving that food right to the middle of their 8 arms, that's where their mouth is, and they're going to be using a beak to grab a hold of that food. And so if you sort of think of what a bird beak or a parrot beak looks like, they use that top and the bottom to grab a hold of the food, and then they will start scraping it apart into more smaller, manageable pieces with a very special tongue called a radula that is sort of like a tongue covered in little tiny teeth or sandpaper that breaks apart that food. So as our 2 octopuses finish up with their eating today, I encourage you to hang out as long as you would like. And if you have any questions and you want to know a little bit more about these amazing animals, please don't hesitate to come on over and ask. Also, I've got a couple of cool things here with me. I mentioned that beak.